It was a good race on the previous round in Miami, but we're in round 5 in the Netherlands, and I wanted to have the same result as a minimum, but I would prefer to have a better result, and that's what I wanted to have, and I wanted more because after that, which is Azerbaijan, I won't participate there because I'll be outside the city once again, and so we need to do this race pretty well. We're up to 18th in the standings with finally getting positive points with plus 10 points in the championship, and we see that Seps is leading the standings with 110 points and Barteros in second with 86 points. So Seps is having a bit of a dominant beginning of the season, and we see in the constructors that we are down to 10th with 23 points, and Racing Bulls is down to last with now no points, and I think it is because they got some points removed because of some penalties. But on the other side of the standings, we see that Ferrari are leading with 129 points, and Mercedes are in second with 118. So after choosing our tire location to the balanced ones, we begin qualifying by damaging our front wing on our out lap for our first flying lap, and so I had to get into the garage and enter the track once again, but with a bit worn soft tires, and went for a lap and set a lap time of 109.273, which put us into third position. It's a good time, but we can make a little bit better. But I decided to go for another flying lap with the same soft tires, and somehow we managed to improve our time to a 109.148, setting the fastest sector 2 at that time, and it placed us up to the front row if it maintained like that until the end of qualifying, which of course it won't. They will set better lap times than this one, but it looks like I'm pretty fast in this circuit, and I wanted to show you that I am fast with fresh softs, but unfortunately, because I managed my ERS a bit differently from the previous one, I got no improvements, and I was actually not improving, but when I was exiting the final corner, I was about to head into negative deltas, but I actually set the same time, and that's the thing that I was actually thinking about it. But the truth is that I improved my lap time, but that improvement was really minimal. 5 milliseconds. Yeah, 5 milliseconds. And honestly, it wasn't a difference, because if I didn't improve that one, I would still qualify in 5th. Still, we qualified in that position, and it was a pretty good session for us. We see that Seps qualifying on pole with a time of 108.741, and Astro qualified second and Barretero qualified third. These three drivers were the only ones who set a sub 109, and Zenith qualified fourth, now entering into the 109s, and I qualified fifth. And I was really fast compared to my teammate Rasgris, who qualified in P18 and wasn't slow only because Lepasam, I think he didn't set a proper lap time because he set a time of 1:11 and qualified 19th and last. I was pretty nervous and I was holding it because I don't want to mess it up like in Spain, and it would be terrible if I mess it up on these levels. So let's get into the race and hope I don't go terribly. We are loading 52.5 kilograms of fuel because I was consuming too much fuel, and we're gonna start on softs, and I might be the only one, at least in the top 10, who's starting on softs. And we are gonna begin with some advantage, and we are underway for round number 5, and I was saying that we're gonna start a bit with advantage, but the thing is that maybe they're choosing mediums because softs are gonna be wearing so much, and I decided to gamble, and I am thinking that there is gonna be a safety car early on, but looks like it won't happen like that, so that means that I need to be in this top 5 in this pack in order to have DRS and not fight that much, in order to not destroy my tires and use the straights to overtake them, not try to fight too hard like the ones that we are seeing at the front. And Barretero's pains! Oh my god! He pressed the throttle too much, exiting turn 10, and we are up into 4th, ending lap 1, and I hope that I can overtake Zenith pretty soon. We are on lap 2 and we are still right behind Zenith, and we exit turn 10, we open DRS, and Dorian is out of the race, and that deployed the full course safety car. And at first I was gonna box for mediums, then box once again for another set of mediums when we were halfway through the race, but I was too scared and I decided to stay out. I got too scared that it would go wrong, and I decided to change the gamble to take advantage of the safety cars and not wear a lot our soft tires, so we can stop only once for mediums, and at the end of the stint we wouldn't be struggling. And so we are ending safety car at the end of lap 5, but unfortunately our softs are too cold, and we see that Xenotix is about to overtake us. Fortunately, he did not attempt to dive on me into turn 1, and so we are staying in P4, and hopefully I can be right behind the podium so I can get DRS and eventually overtake Zenith. But ending lap 6, this gets interrupted because another full course safety car got deployed, and once again I stay out. Fortunately for me, that means that I'll get less wear from my softs, and that means that my strategy to go once a stop for mediums is gonna work pretty well. And the reason why safety car got deployed, maybe it's gonna be because my teammate Raskris spun and crashed into the wall exiting turn 12. Yeah, he is so slow and therefore also pretty bad. Yeah, I have a bad teammate, and I was looking at which tires did he boxed, and looks like he boxed for another set of mediums. But I don't think it's gonna work that much for him. He needs another stop, maybe for hards or maybe for softs. I was heating up my tires, the normal thing I do, but then suddenly I got sacked from the lobby, and although yeah, it doesn't show, it is because it also ended my stream there. yeah, that was unfortunate, and I quickly rejoined the lobby. Fortunately, it was during the safety car, and then I began streaming once again. But while I was trying to take control over my car, unfortunately, it got glitched once again, and I did not get my UI, and it was just the AI driving my car, and oh my god, it should have been appearing the 5 red lights to get you prepared to take control of the car, but unfortunately it wasn't showing, and that meant that, well, unfortunately it's over. It's over. I can leave the lobby and rejoin, but that'll do a DNF. Oh my god, no. I was a bit frustrated, although I got a little bit calmed down, but I was not happy about it, and I thought it was over, but Pink told me something, and I thought an idea. How about I restart the entire game and join the lobby once again? I thought that it will also do a DNF, but miraculously it did not. So I took control to my car, and in this time the 5 red lights did appeared, and I don't know why did I paused. I think I was sending a message to someone, although I did not. But then I unpaused, and fortunately it was during the safety car, so it's not over. It's not over. The field will get bunched up, and to make things better, I'm not lapped. And we see that we are now on mediums, and looks like the AI boxed at the beginning of this lap. So we are on fresh mediums, but that means that we have 20 laps on this tint, and these mediums are gonna wear out. So I gotta take care a little bit my tires and hope that they are safety cars, and with these safety cars I'm gonna stay out, but well, that'll difficult a little bit my comeback, because making a comeback will mean that I need to push a lot, and pushing a lot will mean wearing my tires. We ain't in last anymore because Sammy boxed the bot. We were down to P17, and we see that Milton is out of the race, and he told me that he also got sacked from the lobby, but and also got that glitch that I got, but he left the session instead of leaving the game or restarting it, and he got the DNF, and that is unfortunate for him. Fortunately, I had that idea of restarting the game instead of leaving the lobby, and it worked out. We are getting into the bunched up field, unlapped, and ready to make that comeback. And this really begins ending lap 20, and we are already up into P13 that will convert into P12 because Korenko pits, and we head into the inside into turn 1, making that dive bomb to a deal 4, and we're still wheel to wheel. We head into turn 2, I'm ahead of him, and I got the corner. But Andres goes to the outside, exiting turn 3, and gets a better exit than me and overtakes me. And wow, he got a great entry, but I will soon overtake him, and that'll be into turn 9, and we overtake down the inside, but I did not make that overtake, and we head into turn 10, and we see that there is my teammate, and almost spins, and I got slowed down by him, but I overtook him. But yeah, that was such an annoying thing a little bit, but not that much because we're still in P11 and right behind Andres. One lap later, and Mickey's in P9, but he's wheel to wheel with Andres running wide, and I try to overtake him down the inside, but he crashes me, and I almost crash into the wall, but Still, what a save that I have managed to do, and we head into turn 1, re-overtaking Sammy down the inside, but yeah, we made contact because I ran so wide, and we're still wheel to wheel into turn 2, and same case as Adilfo's overtake that was done 2 laps earlier. But without contact into turn 1, I am afraid that Sammy would report this and penalize me, because you know how the LKR drivers are so reporters. Like they demand and report like for everything, just only to get their positions ahead, and that was one of the reasons in which one of the drivers in this league left, and that was my SRX teammate Stark, because he was so tired about that LKR corruption, according to him, and we are about to re-overtake Adilfo heading into lap 24. We get DRS from him, and we are on the inside, and we overtake him right before turn 1, and we see that also Sammy overtook Adilfo. We are up into P9 because Jonathan has a 3-second time penalty, and it is on a gap that I can get ahead of him to it. And I was heading into the last corner, beginning lap 25, and we see that Sammy spawned, and looks like Adilfo is out of the race, and that deployed another full course safety car, and looks like Sammy spawned and knocked Adilfo out of the race. Damn, that was such a heavy crash. And that means that we are gonna box, but I was thinking if boxing for another set of mediums or boxing for softs, because there are 11 laps to go, and I was thinking that some drivers will box for mediums because of the tire wear, but in the end we opted to box for softs. And the safety car period ends at the end of lap 28 finally, but unfortunately my tires are too cold, and we begin racing once again, heading into turn 1 on lap 29. Although I was too far behind the front, I quickly got them pretty easily, because heading to turn 3 we were right behind them, and I almost made contact, or I think I did contact Jonathan, but I did not get front wing damages, and we head into turn 7, and Chronicle goes to the inside, and I run a bit wide, and he goes for that gap, and we head into turn 9, and that pulls me down the inside, and I was expecting it, so I didn't get so much of a crash with him, because if I was on my inside, that would go wrong, really wrong. But we see that we're still in P9 with the penalties applied, because he has a 10-second time penalty, and we head into turn 13, and looks like he is crashing with Jonathan, and he's wheel to wheel with him, and they're making a little bit contact, and they're still wheel to wheel, heading into lap 30, and Chronicle goes to the outside, and they go into a wall, and he's out of the race, and that deploys another full course safety car, and we are staying out because we have already boxed for softs, and that is gonna be the final safety car of this race, because we have actually reached the limit of safety cars, which is 5. Yes, we got 5 safety cars in this race, and all of them were full course. Oh my god, that was such a chaotic second half of the race, or maybe it was a bit chaotic the whole of this race, and maybe it was because I wasn't in that chaotic situation at the beginning of the race. But well, we are on lap 30, and we see that Zenith is on mediums, so that could be an easy target for us. So we end the safety car, and after that we have a 5-lap sprint beginning lap 32, and we head into turn 1, maintaining behind Zenith just to see an opportunity to overtake him, but we see that the easy target might be Pecocheres, and he's imitating his idol Checo Perez. Oh my god, they go into the runoff area, and we get a free 7th because Peko got his wheel attached to Zenith, and they both ran into the runoff. And so the next target, although it's gonna be a pretty hard one, it's gonna be Lepesan. But we see another medium runner, and it is Andres, who runs wide into turn 11 and tries to re-enter the track, but he has to slow down, and therefore I overtook him, but I don't think that it is even an overtake. It's just that he ran wide. We got up a position, and so here we go. The battle for 5th position, which is gonna be beginning lap 36, because the rest of lap 35 will be just only maintaining behind Lepesan just to get the arrest from him at the end of this lap. And everything went as planned, and so we get the arrest from Lepesan, and beginning lap 36 we already overtook him on the outside before turn 1, and hopefully I'll finish in 5th position after being in P17 beginning lap 17. Oh my god, that was such a comeback, but it is not over yet, because Lepesan can maybe overtake me at the final corner at the line, because I ran a bit wide into turn 13, and Lepesan is gaining and he's wheel to wheel, and I got 6th position. I got overtaken by him, and we finished 38 milliseconds apart. Oh my god. Still, I wasn't so angry because of it. I honestly was so happy that I got 6th position, because at the middle of the race, with that AI glitch and something like that, and not taking control of the car because I thought it was over because it will be a DNF. Well, we managed to do an amazing comeback. Unfortunately, my teammate Rasgris finished last. We see in the race results that Sebs won the race with the fastest lap and also got pole, so he almost got the maximum points available. And I mean almost, because he didn't get the driver of the day, but it is like almost impossible if you start on pole and win the race unless no one overtakes nobody and all of that. Barretero finished 2nd, Astro finished 3rd, Xenotix finished 4th, and well, I told you Lepesan and myself finished 6th. Xerobix finished 7th, Rocha finished 8th, and Sami finished 9th. Zenith in 10th, Andres in 11th, Jonathan in 12th, Pecocheres in 13th, Mick in 14th, and well, my teammate Rasgris in 15th and last. Unfortunately, because of my teammate, we cannot fight that much in the constructors. Pretty much like the backmarkers we are, and we are in 10th, and Racing Bulls is in last with 5 points. We have 38 points. Ferrari is leading the constructors with 165 points, and Mercedes are in 2nd with 152. We see that the reserves are performing pretty well, because they are in 4th in the constructors with their own separate team. And looking into the driver standings, we see that Sebs is continuing to lead the championship with 145 points, followed by Barretero with 112 and Astro with 101 points. We get up to P12 with 23 points, but we see my teammate Rasgris is down to 19th with 15 points. So that'll be it for this race. Hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you have, leave a like please. And well, unfortunately I won't participate in the next round in Azerbaijan, so see you guys in next week with the Great Britain. Goodbye.